Yeah, earlier I showed a extension of Microsoft Teams where you can send short 60-second video clips. And these are really powerful ways of being able to getting a lot of information across in a very short time. And you don't have to sit there procrastinating about what you're going to write. But let's sort of dive in. And I did allude that there were other capabilities built within the chat system that allow you to send different types of messages. This is when we can start extending that capability. So I'm just going to quickly jump over. So here's the chat that I was talking about earlier, and there's is one of my team members. She sent me a good morning, and I sent her a little 15-second little clip in return. Now we're going to explore these icons down here. So we've got format, we've got delivery options, we've got attach files, loop is that particular one. We can send emojis, GIFs, and a bunch of other things. So what do all these mean? Well, if I click on this, I can now have an expansive message around what I want to send. So we can do all of the different formatting options. We can do multi-line formats. So it can be a longer, more structured and crafted message. So we can put in things like um, tabs, indents, bullets, citations or quotes, links. We can also put in code blocks and everything like that. So we can do a little bit more around and be a bit more expressive, especially if you need to craft something in more detail. We've also got the messaging options, and this allows us to change it to being important or urgent. That's something that really needs to grab someone's attention. You can set it as urgent, and they'll be notified, as it says here, for 2 minutes, every 2 minutes for 20 minutes until they take action on it. So if you really need to get someone's attention, change it to it. Next one is obviously attachments. So we can attach from cloud files, or we can upload a file. Cloud files is basically OneDrive. I'll come back to Loop. We've got obviously our emojis. We all know how those work. Now there's shortcuts on both Mac and Windows to make those easily accessible, and there's certain keyboards on your mobile device as well. We all know how they work. GIFs, these ones are more expressive, like the good morning here that Deza shared with me this morning to be a little bit more creative and entertaining. We've also got the ability here to set up a new meeting. So this has popped up a new meeting, and I can book a meeting directly with that individual right within Teams. I don't have to go back to Outlook or anything like that. I can do it right here and book that particular meeting. It's going to then use emails to send that, and it's going to put it into both of our calendars. We can also use Stream, so we can link a video from Stream that we've done earlier. Please refer to a previous video of what Stream's all about, so we can actually reference those particular videos. There's other ones here that I like. These are the default ones. This is praise. If you haven't come across praise, this is a way where you can recognize someone. And you can make it a little bit of congratulations, and there's some standard ones in here. And it's just a record of that they've been doing well, right? They've done something that you think is noteworthy. Now, this is also available within Teams itself, and I encourage you, if you have a team of people, to start using praise on a semi-regular basis. Make it something that is of a note to, because this is going to be recorded against their profile anyway. Share it amongst the team members, single people out for doing great work or being, really useful for within your team. And sometimes it's just nice to get that little bit of praise. We can also set up a Zoom meeting. I've got an app integration with Zoom. For some reason, it's not working, but you can add additional apps. So there's I can send a weather information. What's it going to be like within in Manila, where Deza is based, or what's going to be like in New York, where we might be traveling in the near future. And we can share that and see what's going on there, or what the weather is like where you are today. We can also integrate Power BI, and under here, there's a whole range of additional apps. Right, there's Sales Copilot. This is a new functionality we use with Dynamics 365, which allows it to analyze conversations and chats to pick out information. There's learning, there's LM365, which is a third-party app or a learning management system built on top of SharePoint. There's also the approvals app, so you can build approval workflows directly within Teams, straight from a chat. There's a whole range of others. You'll see that there's MindMaster and Trello and Bing, News, etc., Places, Stocks, Wikipedia, and you can keep going on and on and on. There's so many different customizations. A lot of people just see that the chat capability of Microsoft Teams is just for chat. No, it's so much more expressive. And again, these functions and everything that I'm just showing here are also available to you within the standard Teams area. So just to prove a point, I'm going to bring up Teams. I'm going to bring that onto screen. I'm going to show you that these chat icons are also available here when we go and post a new message. I'm going to go create a new post. You can see we've got a subject, etc., but we've also got these items here as well. So I've got attachments, I've got a whole bunch of different things that I can add in here, right? So start getting creative. I can change the post type. There's posts versus announcements. They just have different profiles, different templates, right? For how that works and who it needs to go to. So we can actually, who can reply, etc., when you've got within Teams. So Teams is more expressive than what a lot of people are appreciating, are thinking it's just to be able to send messages. It's so much more, and it can be extended using various apps to be able to share different things. And just whilst I'm here, you'll see that we happen to be nominated for an award, and we're in the finalists for a particular award. That came as an email to myself, and there's a functionality within Outlook where I can click a button to share that to Teams. So take information that's siloed within your email, and we can now make it more expressive and more available to people within my Teams community. So do yourself a favor. Look beyond just using Teams to send chat messages. And I did promise that I would check in and show you Loop, right? So there was a Loop component in there, and really that deserves a video in on itself. Loop is an amazing framework and application that you can use for lots of different things. But that's a video for another day.